Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Foster's Custom Rods Dirtkars series. Tonight we're live from Williams Grove Speedway. Not a track we visit too terribly often in this series. It's one of the biggest tracks on the series. The drivers requested it. We're going to give it a whirl tonight and see how we do. You can see right now it's getting pretty slicked off. We're going to do a little bit of track prep before we go to our heat races tonight. And then we're going to turn these boys loose and we're going to have some fun. Got about 13 seconds before we start gridding up for our first heat. Alright, heat race number 1, gridding up. Let's see where we're starting tonight. Alright, on the front row, we got Mr. Justin Walbring in that number 666 machine. Watch out for him. He's got a new wrap and a new attitude in the car, and it's been showing. He won last night, 2 nights ago in the All the Dirt Rookie Asphalt Series, so Justin's made a lot of strides lately, so let's keep an eye on him. Outside of him, we got Mr. Dakota Proud. Row number 2, we got Ray Dunlap and newcomer Logan Tackett. And in the back, we got the number 95 machine of Mr. Devin Smith. Oh, looks like Devin might have missed the grid. That 666 machine painted up by Michael Steele Graphics and Designs. Actually, 2 of the cars in this group tonight. The number 1T of Logan Tackett is also painted up by Mr. Michael Steele. If you're looking for a wrap, check out Michael Steele Graphics Designs. He does an amazing job. He also does real life wraps now too, so if you're looking, he's the place to go. Track state currently is 15% for these boys for the heat race. So we'll see what they can get done here tonight. Alright, coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be Walbring and Proud leading us to the green flag. Oh, looks like we might have lost Mr. Tackett. Might be having some connection issues. Green flag is in the air. Not sure what happened to Justin Walbring, but Dakota Proud powered by on the outside. Devin Smith was able to join, but he is 3 laps down. He will end up getting a 4th place finish as long as he stays out there and runs. I'm not quite sure I can be 3 laps down because we're only 1 lap into the race. So that's quite interesting. There we go. He's on the lead lap. Devin Smith sporting the dirt car colors. Really appreciate that. got Dakota Proud in first. Ray Dunlap in second. That's a shocker. Ray's got that 14 hooked up pretty good. Justin Waldring backsliding to third. Kind of looked like he just didn't go on the start. Let's see if he's going to be able to reel in that number 14 machine. He's got 6 laps to try to reel Ray back in. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Dakota Proud's got a fairly comfortable lead. We got 5 laps to go in heat race number 1. Don't forget to hit the concession stands. Pick up your favorite ice cold beverage. Chicken Shack is always open. Justin Waldring still sticking right around that same time frame. Hasn't really been able to close the gap on that number 14 machine at all. It's right around 2 seconds behind him. Let's jump on board with Justin real quick if we can. See all the mud he's got on his helmet there. He's right down on that bottom. Ray Dunlap running the higher line. Justin trying to squeeze it off right next to the fence. Ooh, caught the wall a little bit. Still right around 2 seconds, not really getting any closer. White flag lap is in the air for that number 19 machine of Dakota Proud. White flag lap tonight brought to you by the One to Go Show podcast on YouTube and Facebook. Talk about everything with soda and a little bit of NASCAR stuff. Dakota Proud bringing home the heat race number 1 win. That'll park him on the pole for our A main. Coming in second, we got Ray Dunlap and Justin Waldring in third. Mr. Devin Smith in fourth. Tackett looked like he might have lost some connection issues, and he did not finish the race. Alright, heat race number 2 is on deck. On the front row, we got Mr. Michael Hermes. Outside of him, Michael Steele. Row number 2, we got Zachary Metzner. We got the newcomer Sean Patrick in the 26th outside of him, and not last week's winner. Colton did not win last week. Colton Sapansky. That number 77 CZ machine. We'll see what his late model looks like. His cars really look pretty sexy. Oh yeah. So, if you want to see a Michael J. Steele product, we got that number 26 machine. It was painted up by Michael Steele. And of course, Michael Steele's own personal ride, that number 5 machine. And if I'm not mistaken, this 51 machine with that purple chrome on there, all decked out by Michael Steele Graphics and Designs. Pretty looking machine. So I just caught what it says on the rear fin of Michael Steele's car. It says, "The last of my kind, I love it." All right, green flag's going to be in the air for the 51 and 5. Here we go. Michael still on that high side. Looking to do a crossover move. We're almost 4 wide coming out of the corner. Oh, we got some... whoa! Contact all over the place. Michael Steele getting bounced around like a pinball out there. He's still holding on to second as Hermes stepping out. Colton Sapansky looking to make a move on the 17 on the high side. Messner sending it in hard on the bottom. Side by side as they dig down the back straightaway. .26 pushes a bit. The battle right now is for third place as Michael Steele is reeling in our leader, Mr. Michael Hermes. Here comes Colton Sapansky challenging Michael Steele for second now. Drag race down the back straightaway, 6 laps to go. Running that higher line, Michael Steele has got the momentum. Pulls right up to the back bumper of Hermes. He's trying to make a move down on the low line now. Pulls up to his door, 3 wide as we exit the corner. Here comes Colton Sapansky. He's going to momentarily have second place as Michael Steele jumps back up to that high line. They're going to be side-by-side drag racing down the back straightaway with 4 laps to go. Steele sends it in deep. Right to the back bumper of that 51 machine. Oh, Michael touches him a little bit. He gets out of it. Here comes Colton Sapansky trying to take over the lead. Colton's got him coming out of turn number 4. 3 laps to go. Michael Steele now trying to hold off. Final lap. White flag is in the air for Colton Sapansky. Our white flag lap tonight is brought to you by the One to Go show. Ryan Aho is the host over there. Multiple track championships in the Wissota division years ago in multiple different cars. Colton Sapansky is going to bring it home. Michael Steele in second. Messner in third. Hermes drops to fourth in the closing laps. You got a couple minutes, you can head on down to our world famous Chicken Shack and check out what all the fuss is about. Those guys do a great job down there. Pick yourself up an ice cold frosty beverage, and you've got a couple minutes if you need to use the facilities, and we're going to be back here with some A-Main racing action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, A-Main is on deck. Starting on the front row, we got our heat race winners, Dakota Proud and Colton Sapansky. Let's get a little better view. We can actually see some of them cars. Row number 2, we got Ray Dunlap and Michael Steele. Ray Dunlap has opted to take an end of longest line penalty. Doesn't want to start in the second row. On the outside of him, we got Mr. Michael Steele. Row number 3, Justin Walbring, who has also opted to take an end of longest line. Justin is starting in P5. Starting in 6th is Zach Metzner. In the 7th, we got Mr. Devin Smith, Michael Hermes in 8th, Logan Tackett in 9th, and Sean Patrick in 10th. Alright, pace car is going to dip off this time by, and we're going to get ready to go green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. Colton had a podium last week, starting outside front row this week. That 77 is always a force to be reckoned with. Alright, we're coming out of turn number 4. Gonna be going green. Green flag is in the air, hammer down. Colton's gonna get a little bit of an edge going into the high side on turn number 1. But here comes Dakota Proud trying to battle back on the bottom. Michael Steele jumping up to 3rd place on that start. Devin Smith in 4th. Here comes the 17 machine of Zachary Metzner, trying to power his way to the front. Messner down low, getting a good run coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Michael still not battling too hard. Looks like he's being real patient here. Dakota Proud all over the back bumper of Colton Sapansky. Jump on board. Dakota bogging out a little bit in the corner there. Messner is looking to make a move on Dakota Proud. Devin Smith way up high. Do a quick rundown on the field. We got Sapansky in 1st, Proud in 2nd, Messner in 3rd, Michael Steele sitting patiently in 4th, Devin Smith in 5th, Sean Patrick in 6th, Hermes in 7th, Walbring in 8th, Dunlap in 9th, and Tackett, who had connection issues, is in the pits right now. Here comes the 17 of Messner looking to make a move on the bottom side. He's got a good run going down the back straightaway. He's got a fender on him as they head into turn number 3. Dakota Proud sends that thing in deep. Dakota's going to drag race him to the finish line. He's going to hold on to 2nd place that time by. Colton Sapansky with a 2-second lead now as these two battle hard for second place. Proud once again able to drag race him down the front straightaway and hold on. Oh, got a crash. Michael Hermes jumps to the pits. No caution out for the 51 machine. Michael Steele holding steady in 4th place. It's kind of a tricky little track. It's got super long straightaways, very sharp corners, and the key is to keep the momentum up in the corners. A couple different lines these guys are running. Michael Steele running the high line, Metzner running down low. Oh, Metzner gives a 19 a shot going into the corner. "13 laps already in the books." Sean Patrick in the number 26 machine running a solid 5th place right now. Justin Walbring with a little bit of front end damage, might have caught the inside wall. Watching him in practice, he was running way down low. Ooh, it looks like he's struggling with that car tonight. He had a strong run Tuesday night in both of the mini stock races. Colton Sapansky, 16 laps in the books. 3.5-second lead over second place Dakota Proud. Dakota Proud got a little close to a second lead now over the 17. Able to build up a little bit of a cushion for himself. Now able to focus in on just running his line and trying to reel in that 77 machine of Sapansky. Michael Steele getting close to the back end. Looks like he might be getting close to challenging Metzner for 3rd. Michael Hermes struggling tonight in that 51 machine. He has crashed once again and jumped to the pits. Michael Steele looking to make a run on the outside, going down the back straightaway. 17 slides up and shuts the door. Michael Steele going to try it again in turns 3 and 4. Drag race, he's going to take over on the high side, powers by him. Michael Steele takes over 3rd place. See if Michael Steele's got anything for that number 19 machine of Dakota Proud. Michael sending that thing in there deep, kind of diming it off. 0.8 of a second now will separate him and the 19 of Dakota Proud. Dakota right on the bottom. Michael Steele is gaining on him quick. Oh, the 17 clips that opening in the wall. Michael Steele now right there on the back bumper of Dakota Proud. Looking to make a move on the outside going into turn number 3. Michael Steele is going to take away 2nd. Michael Steele hooked up and is closing the gap on that 77 machine of Colton Sapansky. Oh, caution is out. Ray Dunlap. That's going to bunch his field back up. Let's see what happened with Ray. Oh, looks like something broke in the front end of that 14 machine. Oh yeah, he cannot turn. Tried to jump to the pits, couldn't get there in time. All right, so for the Delaware style restart, the leader is on the front row by himself. Michael Steele, who is in second, gets lane choice. Dakota Proud is going opposite. Michael Steele chose the high side. Everyone else will line up where iRacing told him to. Looks like the 26 is the recipient of the guy who lost his rear fin. That will affect the handling of these cars big time on this big of a track. It will be interesting to see how well Sean's able to control that thing now that he no longer has that rear fin. Alright, going green this time by, I do believe. The lights are off on the pace car. Colton Sapansky has the lead, and we go on leader now. '77 is going to lead us out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Dakota Proud's going to get a good run on the bottom. He's going to take second place away from Michael Steele, who opted to start on the high side. Ooh, Jesus, that was close. Michael Steele worked so hard to get around that 19 car. Now he's got to do it all over again. That also brings the 17 back up to Michael Steele's bumper. Dakota might have learned something after those couple laps behind Michael. Might not be quite so willing to give up that high line. Colton still running way down low on the track. Battle right now is for third place. Metzner and Steele. Steele trying to get back to the back bumper of Dakota Proud, sorry. Devin Smith has now moved up to top 5. Metzner in that 17 machine trying to get some traction down low, not finding anything. Michael Steele and Metzner side by side drag racing down the back straightaway. Michael sends it. He's going to have the power going down the front straightaway to hold on to third place. Colton starting to get a little bit of a lead again, but he's only up to 6/10 of a second now. All right, hold on 1 minute, folks. Michael Steele hard into the outside wall, loses his rear fin. He's going to give up third place to the 17 of Metzner. Dakota Proud still holding on to second. Colton Sapansky leading every lap of the race so far. We got 15 laps to go. Devin Smith in fifth. Now that Michael Steele has lost that rear fin, might be able to catch him. Nothing but clear track ahead of the 77 right now. Oh, little blink by Colton. Zach Metzner at 17 from Willington, Illinois. Michael Steele from Ulysses, Texas. Mr. Devin Smith from Chambersburg, PA. Justin Walbring from Jacksonville, Illinois. Justin Walbring now up to 6th place. Sean Patrick holding on to 7th, still on the lead lap. Ray Dunlap still on the lead lap, currently running in 8th. And then we got the 52 of Michael Hermes and the number 1 of Logan Tackett, who are out. Ten laps to go for Colton Sapansky and that number 77 machine. Zach Metzner holding on to P number 2. Was able to get around Dakota Proud. Devin Smith moved up to P number 4. Michael Steele, without that rear fin, falling to 5th. Ooh, caution flag is in the air. Hold on. Sean Patrick has crashed. Oh, without that rear fin, he got up into that outside wall. Oof, yeah, bad spot to stop. A lot of damage to that 26 machine. With 10 to go or less, we are single file for this one. Looks like Michael Steele has went into the pits. He's going to try to get some of that damage repaired. Might be able to help him just a little bit. Colton Sapansky on the point. Metzner in second. Dakota Proud in third. Mr. Devin Smith in fourth. And look at this. The 666 machine of Justin Walbring up to fifth place. Justin took an EOL, dropped all the way back to the back, got a little bit in front nose damage, but he has worked his way back up through the field. Michael Steele tried to repair some damage, still no rear fin on that bad boy though. Alright, we're going to go green coming out of... Going green coming out of turn number 4 for Sapansky and Metzner. Colton gets a great run off the corner. Metzner holding on to second. Eight laps to go. Metzner sending it in deep in the corner on that high side. He has caught up to Sapansky. Ooh, Sapansky's blinking a little bit. Sapansky's going to move up, shut the door on him. Five to go at the line. Sapansky's led every lap this far. Is he going to be able to hold off that hard charge in 17? Four to go at the stripe. Sapansky, Metzner, Proud, Smith, Walbring, top 5. Colton in that 77 CZ car. 2 laps to go for him. Is he going to be able to hold off the 17 of Metzner and the 19 of Proud? White flag this time by. White flag lap brought to you by the One to Go Show. Check them out on Facebook and YouTube. Some good old wheel turners from back in the day. They talk about everything with soda and a couple things NASCAR. Coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be the 77 Colton Sapansky holding off the 17 of Zach Metzner. And Dakota Proud coming in 3rd, Devin Smith in 4th, and Justin Walbring bringing home 5th. Give our drivers just a couple minutes to shake the dust off and crawl out of their cars and get ready for their post-race interview. After a hard fought battle following the 77 for most of the race, Dakota Proud brings his number 19 machine home in third place tonight.
Yeah, man, that was fun. Port Royal was definitely a interesting track, tricky track to run. You have to hit it like perfectly every lap, or you could lose a lot of time. Uh, Colton ran like a perfect race. Zach was fast. He was coming up quick early in the race. I don't know what happened. We got together there around like lap 20. He dropped back for a little bit, then he came back hard charging there at the end, man. Uh, yeah, it was fun up front. Uh, I don't know. That place is fast.
You had
It's fun.
quite a bit of a challenge from Michael Steeler for a while, but he must have caught the outside wall and ripped off his spoiler.
Is that what happened? I know. I just saw him drop off too. Yeah, I saw him come up on my outside. I was kind of letting him take that outside. It was still early in the race. I was really trying to save tires. I felt like running that top side was going to really burn the tires off quickly here, so I was just trying to roll bottom for the first, at least half the race. Went up there when I had to, but the plan was to save tires and get up there, bang the boards down towards the end of the race, which I think if I had another couple laps, I might have been able to squeeze off second.
You guys put on a pretty good show. You guys were battling really hard there for most of the race, whether it was with you and the 17 or you and Michael Steele, but all over the place, you guys battled hard and great racing.
Yeah, I mean, on a track this tricky, that slick, that fast, and we were running pretty close together in the turns. That takes a good bit of skill and concentration. So hats off to those guys. I always enjoy running here. A lot of good drivers, uh, clean racing. It's always a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, you did you have a podium last week too?
Yeah, I got second last week.
Nice. Very good way to start off the season.
Yep. I'm about to say I can't complain about a second and a third. Now I gotta get a first.
So next week we're headed to Oswego for the first time with the UMPs.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that.
I have not had a chance to run at that track at all yet, so it'll be a fun experience.
Yeah, I've only run actually pros at Oswego. I haven't ran any other cars there, so excited to see how the B mods handle there, and it'll be a good race. Oswego, from what I've experienced, puts on good racing.
All right, buddy. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight?
I got to start off with you, Mick, and everyone else that puts on the league and helps out with the league. I know it's a lot of work. Appreciate you guys giving us a fun place to race. Then I got to go into my guys over Sundown Racing, White Knuckle Setup Shop, Wade Burst Creative Designs, Levi's Custom Detailing, Forever Tanner Boutique, Frosty Speed Shop, and my wife for letting me spend time doing this.
That's the most important one right there.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you back next week.
Absolutely. I'll see you next week.
Bringing home that 17 car in second place tonight, we got Zachary Metzner.
How's it going this week, Mike?
Oh, not too bad, buddy. You were up there battling with Dakota pretty hard early on in that one. It looks like you kind of gave him a shove at one point. Just got into the corner a little deeper than he did. You fell back from there. Michael Steele got around you. Were you just saving tires there for a while?
No, I couldn't figure out where to run on this track, to be honest. It's always tricky, especially, in a late model. It's just I can never find the right line to run, and yeah, the ones I definitely threw it in a lot deeper than I should have gotten to go to my shit. I guess I just gotta back out a little bit, and that got Michael right to me, and then Michael was able to get around me on the top side, and it made me realize that maybe something's there on the top side. So I kind of just trailed them for the next couple laps, and then there was a caution, which was nice. But yeah, I mean, the top came in pretty nice. I think if that caution didn't come out with like what 8 to go or something like that, I might have had a chance to maybe run Colton down. It would have been close, but I was definitely reeling him in little by little, but that caution low key just kind of killed my momentum, killed my tires, and after that restart, my tires just felt like absolute glass. So yeah, I burned them up to say the least.
This is a tough track. It's never been a track I've been very good at, and I don't know, those corners sneak up on you, and you got to just hit them just right and to not lose any momentum.
Yeah, this is definitely more of like a technical track because it's a tight paper clip, and if you get anywhere in that slick when you don't mean to get into the corners, you're screwed. You lose a solid half second easily. And Colton was just hitting it perfectly on the bomb, and I mean, he what was he like 5 6 seconds ahead of us at one point before the first caution. So at that point, it's just like, all right, well now we're just racing for second, and but he was just hitting those corners so perfectly. He was hitting the tacky part coming out of four. I noticed when I was right behind him, and he was just a rock. He was just a rocket ship on the bottom. And I don't think any of us really had a chance because we kind of burned it all up top.
Well, you definitely put on a good show tonight. You guys raced very hard, very clean up front all night long.
Yeah, I mean that's my goal. I'm not gonna wreck anyone trying to pass him, and that's why when I got into Dakota, I was like, oh shit, all right, back off a little bit. Same with Michael. I mean, Michael probably would have been the one to challenge Colton if he didn't, but he ripped his spoiler off, and I mean, I'm surprised I didn't rip my spoiler off down the back stretch on the left because I nailed that opening, but thankfully I was able to keep it going. But yeah, it was fun hard racing, but it's a tight track, so I mean, you get what you get at Williams Grove.
That you do. Only a couple of cautions tonight, though. Great racing by everybody. Who do you want to give a shout out to before I cut you loose?
UV Blue Crew, IBDC, Hangers Go Piss, and FCL, FCRA, and that's it.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you back. Have you raced at Oswego yet?
Yes, I love Oswego, so we should have fun there.
All right. This will be our first time there with the B mods, and my first time there completely. So I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. That's definitely a technical track too, just because it's a wider, longer track. So as soon as when that thing slicks up, it gets fun.
Awesome. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing what you guys do next week.
Sounds good, sir. Have a good one.
All right. Parking that 77 in Victory Lane, Colton Sapansky.
Yes, sir.
There you go, buddy. That's how you do her.
Yeah, I was a little scared there for a second, but I figured just low and slow, and if they pass me, they pass me. It was just the mindset, pretty much.
Yeah, you pretty much stayed on the bottom all night long. I know those other guys were ripping up on the top, and they could catch you, but not get around you.
Yeah, I noticed that on entry, especially. I would miss at that last restart, the 9 laps we had. I completely missed the entry on both corners, both. I mean, for many laps, and then once the tires heated up again, I was able to kind of just stick it low. And I knew with those guys just ripping the fence since about halfway, I'd figured they burned their right rear up, and my whole goal was to save the right rear in case I had to go up top. But nope, just was very try to be as smooth and consistent as I possibly could. Use my tools. I've had the right front brake on that last restart just to try to get myself straighter into the corner to try to stick it to the tack. But definitely, if it was a 75 lapper, they might have had me. But no, that first run, I figured I was burning my stuff up, and they were just taking it easy. Did not expect to get out that far, and still have stuff left. But like uh, like Zach said, it's a technical track. Long straightaways, very very tight corners, and especially once it gets slicked off, it's so easy to just miss your mark and overshoot the corner. So I'm surprised my left front didn't fall off, and I didn't lose my spoiler down the back straightaway.
Yeah, we've seen that
Seems
happen
like
to a
a
couple
couple.
cars tonight.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say. Know one lap around halfway, I nailed it, and I figured, yep, there. I was waiting for the spoiler to fly back and see it on the back straightaway the next time around, but luckily we didn't, and had some redemption from last week, so that's also made me very very happy.
For sure. So next week we're off to Oswego. Have you raced there before?
I've only ran test laps there. I've never had an actual race there.
All right, I think it's gonna be the first time for a lot of guys next week with the B mods. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's gonna be like Williams Grove a little bit, unless it gets slicked off, then it might be ripped the top, but I got a feeling it would be hug the wall. You just got to be careful. If we were in modifieds tonight, I guarantee you most of us would probably be in the pits repairing that left front or racing with no left front at all, because I know damn well I would have been racing on 3 wheels for sure. Um, just got lucky a little bit. But no, this car was bad fast. Everything seemed to play out our way, and I don't know why. It's just on track states like this, to where you basically let the car just glide into the corner, and then you can give it some throttle and it'll stick on the right rear. That's when I really strive in a real car and in iRacing. But nope, it was we'd have to worry about fuel this time. But
No, I may try to check that before.
good. But nope, it was pretty fun in the heat race too. I bet that was a show. That was wild for a little bit.
Yeah, you
But
guys were 4 wide, I think, at one point.
yeah. Well, especially coming off of 4 there, when it was, I think, Michael up top and I think it was Zach below me, and we were 3 wide through the middle. I said, yeah, I'm backing out of this. I don't really want to jump our stuff. But nope, it was pretty good night overall, and had a lot of fun. And it's always good to come out and race with you guys on Thursday night. It's always a fun time.
Awesome, bud. We will look forward to seeing you back next week at Oswego.
Yep, plan on seeing y'all there.
All right. You have a wonderful night.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
All right, folks, we got that one in the books. Only a couple cautions tonight. Really good racing up front. These guys have really come onto their own. They put on a great show week in and week out. I can't thank them enough for their style of driving and the way they race each other. They race each other hard, but they race each other respectfully, and that's what we love to see. So for me, Mick Olofsson here at All the Dirt, the Foster's Custom Rods Dirtkars Series. If you're looking for a custom fishing rod, ice fishing rod for your brother, your dad, your son, maybe even for yourself, check out Foster's Custom Rods. They do amazing work. Alan Foster, a good friend of mine, he won't let you down. You guys have a wonderful night, and we will look forward to seeing you maybe Monday night. We're going to be back live with the FALCONGRAFIX Elite Street Stock Series on Monday night. Tuesday night, you can come watch me bang up a mini stock, and then next Thursday, we're going to be right here live from Oswego. Thank you very much, everybody. You have a wonderful night.